Mm-hmm. There was a time when shadows spoke louder than the mist of thy name. They sat in the corners of my mind, scratching against the walls, whispering stories that were never true, yet sounded like thunder. Thunder, death in a fortress of untold prophecies of what will happen to me in the future. They arrived uninvited, like storms without warning, like dark figures standing in doorways only I could see, invisible to the eyes of my family and friends. It was as if everyone had separate lives from me, and that the thoughts only existed in my world. A possible question and wishing of exchange of lives, so I can have everlasting peace. I carried their voices as if they belonged to me. I wore their weight upon my shoulders, believing every echo, every sharp and haunted refrain I had to try hard to make the words my own. As time went by, it was a constant tug and pull of words in my own existence. The days became a battlefield, the nights became a chorus of unveiled truths, and I was a lone singer, trying to remember my own song, and had no choice but to revise the battlefield across from my living room, as each intrusive thought was an unseemly force. But time is a patient artist. Slowly the shadows lost their shape, the monsters became outlines, the outlines became feathers, the feathers became wings. What I once feared as demons changed into birds, not because they were beautiful, not because they were kind, but because they no longer belonged in my hands. They sang the song of death, and now it was time to let go. I watched them gather at dawn, perched upon the branches of memory. They sang one final song, a faded melody, a distant hymn from another season. Then they flew one by one across golden skies, across open fields of healing, across horizons I had never dared to imagine. I did not chase them, I did not call them back. I simply stood still and listened to the silence they left behind. It was not an empty silence, it was freedom. Freedom was the truth between death and life. The truth of not existing will not be a solution unless I live on to see more truths of myself and the future before me. The air felt lighter, the sun seemed warmer, the world opened like a book whose pages had been waiting for me all along. Now when I hear that faded song, it no longer frightens me. It drifts through the wind like birds disappearing into the distance, small against the endless blue, a reminder of where I have been, but not where I remain. For the shadows have become feathers, the demons have become birds, and the birds have flown away, leaving behind only the sky. My voice and a song that finally belongs to me, ready to be sung aloud, because this song was not just for me, but for the missing voices of those who endured. It was time for the gaps to be filled.